why are you against the use of alternate pronouns?
I'm against the use of legislation to determine what words that myself and other people are required to utter.
But would you use alternate pronouns if a student asked you to?
I think I've made my position on that clear already.
Well, perhaps not to our audience at home who are just being introduced to this. Would you use alternate pronouns? And why not?
Because I don't believe that other people have the right to determine what language I use, especially when it's backed by punitive legislation. And when the words that are being required are the constructions, they're artificial constructions of people I regard as radical ideologues whose viewpoint I do not share.
Professor Pete, when you hear Professor Peterson saying that this is oppressive, how do you respond to that?
The Peterson drama has done real harm to real people on campus. He's made it harder to be transgender or non-binary. I know this from personal experience. I'm non-binary and transgender.
So let me get this straight. So these people are trying to dictate to us what language we should use, and if we don't do it, we're making their life harder.
Okay.
All because they believe in something that's not true and they want us to go along with that. Look, I don't care what you want to believe in. Live your life, no one cares. But don't involve me with your bullshit. Someone said this the other day, and it's so true. They said the insane people are trying to take over the asylum, and the normal people, we're not playing their game.
So if we can split wrestling into 10 categories, and that becomes the wrestling match.
But all men against each other.
Correct. So,
okay,
so now, I get
sort
that.
of key point.
Okay. Okay. So all I'm saying is, what is it that makes the man the man?
Yo, ball!
Is it the hormones? Okay. If it's the hormones and you decide to give yourself a different cocktail of hormones, I'm making this up, by the way. I'm not saying it should happen this way. It's a way to start thinking about it.
It would be...
Maybe the track meets have hormone categories.
And maybe giving yourself the wrong hormones is deleterious to your health. Would you not admit that? Do you think we can just safely do things like this?
So you feel this way because you're so deeply concerned about the health of the people who are trying to find their place on the gender spectrum? You care about their health so much that you don't want them to go through that?
It's not something that keeps me up at night, but when the subject comes up, I care about them like I care about all people. So if there is something...
You do, by the way. You think about all people.
Of course.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Oh, okay. You're being
think about all...
Is he really that desperate for attention that he's going to be saying all this crazy stuff? Like, it's so ironic. You're a scientist, but you're denying the science. And the other guy, Bill, asked a very good question. What if it's damaging? What if taking the wrong hormones will damage you? Which it obviously will. He can't even admit, yeah, it probably is damaging. His only response is, oh, you care about the people? Well, yeah, considering they're like pushing it on kids who aren't even able to make rational decisions, then yeah, I think people do care about that.
I'm not going to bother with this product anymore. I think that Costa Coffee is an absolute waste of time. I think that they have absolutely disgraced this country, and I think that they should absolutely get out of it. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to show you this piece of the Costa Coffee cup, because I am damn sick of the way that decent, hard-working mums in this country are humiliated and damaged by people who arrive wearing sports bras when they don't need them, when they've got their Doc Martens with all sorts of trans adverts all over them, and most of all, when they make the double mastectomy, one of the most horrendously embarrassing, hurtful, painful, and sickening things that can happen to a woman. When they make it a sign of masculinity, they can bog off, as far as I'm concerned.
They can bog off, exactly. There is coffee now all over the front of the desk now.
So obviously, first of all, I want to apologise to the News UK cleaners, because unfortunately there is coffee. They can have that as well, I don't care.
The thing that really gets me is like, who approves all this? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, who is making these adverts, looks at that and thinks, yeah, that'd be good, that's going to be popular?
Is it safe to say that based off of your comments, you're suggesting that these women at these abortion rallies are ugly and overweight?
Yes.
What do you say to people who think that those comments are offensive?
Be offended.
What does it mean to be trans?
What does it mean to be trans?
I don't know. I've never can get an answer to that question.
I'm asking you.
Well, you just claimed you're trans.
I am trans.
And I'm asking you what that means.
What does it mean to you?
Well, I would tell you that transition is something you do.
Don't tell me. Wait, you don't tell anybody.
Okay, well, you asked what it means.
You literally just asked us to tell you what it means.
You have the opportunity here to educate a couple 100,000 people online about what it means to be trans.
Educate people online.
Educate people online about what?
Well,
why are you
what it is that
blocking
makes you trans.
this? Why are you blocking it? Why are you here? What message do you want to give people?
Okay, here's the message.
We're listening.
Y'all are a bunch of fascists using
Okay.
transgender medicine as a spearhead for your fascist takeover of the country because you're patriarchal white supremacists, and this is just what it is, and y'all know what it is.
Why are we're white supremacists? What is your evidence for even saying that, besides just being a jerk to us?
White, right?
You're white.
And like white supremacy,
Are you a white
the
supremacist?
tip of the spear of white supremacy is anti-transgender.
If you actually think about it, this guy, but also everyone else who believes in this little ideology, yeah, none of them have any personality. Once you take away their so-called identity that they think they are, take that away from them, there's nothing left.
I've got nothing left!
That's all they have going on. And then you've got this guy here trying to call them the fascists because he doesn't like their opinion. How ironic is that? You're getting offended because he has a different opinion to you. It's pathetic.
7 of you here, you have to decide who leaves with $1,000.
Oh wait, what if everyone who's not black leaves as a form of reparations?
Stupid bitch.
I spend every single day trying to save the world. I work on issues of climate change. I am a good person, and I need new tires. All right, can we really pause? I really don't need you to antagonize me. Why don't you just be quiet?
I have been.
Okay, then keep going back to that.
She's in charge, everybody. See, that's uncalled for, unnecessary. Really? Like, I shouldn't have responded back to that? Like, I mean, nobody's over here talking to you. Right now, you're just wasting our time.
How funny is that? You pretend like you're a good person, but then you turn out to be the most terrible person in the room by far. And then you're talking to the guy, he responds, and then the other guy jumps in like, oh, that was uncalled for. What are you talking about? What she done was uncalled for. Insane, really is. I just can't believe people like this actually exist.
Are doctors transphobic if they refer to their patients who have a penis and they come in for a prostate exam as a male? Is that doctor hate speaking? Is that an act of aggression?
I think if that doctor misgenders their patient, then yeah, they are being transphobic.
Okay, well, my mind has not changed. I tried to find some common ground. I'm sorry that we didn't.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry that you feel that way.
Yeah.
Thank you, Medicine.
I'm not gonna shake your hand.
I figured.
I hate to ruin your polite discourse, but you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting that on display for the whole world.
You're fucking scum.
Okay.
You know what's funny? The other day, someone commented on my video, and I tried looking for her comment, but I couldn't find it. But she was basically saying that she's a nurse, and when she was training, guess what? There was only a mention of 2 genders, male and female. So there you go. You can't argue it.
I swear y'all always got something to be mad at. I see no good reason why an actor of any race can't play any historical figure. It's acting. Queen Charlotte, you know you got Queen Charlotte coming out from Shonda. Then the internet be internet Muhammad Ali. Snow White. Queen Elizabeth II. Y'all are so immature. Polar bear. Leave the animals out of this, please. Martin Luther King, what? The man who stood against the naked. Get out of here. Obama. Simone he be snooped. Please. Rosa Parks. I ain't finna move. Under the sea.
Hey, we're in the 6th mass extinction. We're living it now. From
What
the film,
extinction?
Don't look up.
What
we're in the
extinction?
6th mass extinction.
The
From
world
new
is not
issues.
going to end because I eat
From
a
the
Muller
fact
yogurt. Look,
animals
what?
are factory farmed. You're trying to deflect
Look,
from the fact
the world's still
that
here.
veganism protects the
Juliet,
environment.
we're still here.
We are, but
Nobody's
how much longer
extinct.
have we got? You've got kids. You must care about the climate crisis.
I let my kids eat meat. I let them eat yogurt. And you know what? I don't think it's evil.
You must care about the climate crisis, and you must be aware that the University of Oxford has specifically stated that a vegan diet, it protects the
Really?
environment.
But you just
it
said
reduces
you just said
greenhouse
you eat
gases.
you said
It
you got your eat
it-
almonds or avocados from Spain. Which one?
From Spain.
Which one? Both.
I don't eat almonds.
How do they
actually.
get here?
Avocados.
How do they get here?
Boat.
Boat. Really? You sure?
Yes, I am sure.
You sure?
I am absolutely sure.
Really? And how do you think most vegans get most of their almonds and avocados from California?
And how do you
Boats?
think most
No, they don't.
meat eaters get their
No, they don't. They don't get them from a boat. They get
How
them
do you
on
think
planes.
meat
Fuck you. Fuck. That's mad shit. That's mad shit. Do something else, man. Don't